Hey, Will, drop that for me, man. Incredible. Incredible. And the creator's description of blessed, yes, stressless, impeccable with my flow. Got hella soul, got hella juice. Woo! I'm incredible. It's incredible how people think paper make them credible, while the rest of the world think America's food is inedible. Incredible how the rich will get richer with a steady flow, while common folks' votes are written off as illegible. Incredible how poverty breeds all the real heroes, authentic people who is not about the abundance of zeros, but everyone that come from where they come from, the belly of the beast of American society, the concrete jungle. We stay humble when we rumble, the grinning of our teeth lets you know we ready to eat. So please, you can only watch our feet, cause if you stop what we rep, you lose your foothold. You hoes, telling you pamper folks just know how to suck and climb about the barrel set ablaze by your ignorant racist ways. To president today, I'ma let you know there's no way this generation going for that bullshit. I mean, you can hate, but if you ever bring it to our face, we gonna break you on some revolution. We try to use our words for solutions, but if you want these hands, let's believe that they improve it. Violence begets violence. When it was just yours, you were silent. The irony of turning the other cheek is that I need both to eat, speak, and even breathe, come to bleed. So if my protest makes you upset, then I know I'm doing incorrect. I profess we are free under laws of sovereignty. How can one man govern me when the land we stand on governs we? We are alive and the world is alive and the stars are aligned. You find a constellation prize if you ever look up and try to find the design. I'll calcify your mind for me one time. Who am I am divine. You can see it in my eyes, you can smell it in my breath. It radiates off me with every step so I can overcome what's on my path next. Cause I'm incredible, incredibly blessed. Yeah, you incredible, yeah, you incredible, yeah, you incredible, incredibly blessed. Yeah, we incredible, yeah, we incredible, yeah, we incredible, incredibly blessed. Let's be incredible, let's be incredible, and be incredible, incredibly blessed. I'm incredible, you incredible, I'm incredible, you incredible, I'm incredible, you incredible, I'm incredible, we incredible, we incredible, we all incredible, let's be incredible. I'm incredible, you incredible, I'm incredible, you incredible, I'm incredible, you incredible, we incredible, we incredible, let's be incredible, we all incredible, we okay. Hey, that's BG. I'm B. Rael Ali. I'm in the basement.
What's good, Chicago? I'm Swiss Superior. This is In the Basement, brought to you by my brothers from Culture Media. And today we have B. Rael Ali.
What's up?
I said it right?
Yeah, B. Rael Ali, man.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Do you have an origin story? But that's a real, like...
Oh, yeah, man.
Name,
yeah, man. So basically my name means the 13 creative force sent from the cosmos, a bringer of truth. So the B is kind of like, you know, the letter 13 if you really look at it.
True.
And then you got Ra, which is like the creative force, you know what I'm saying? The sun, you know, but not just the sun, the energy that exists, the life force that exists within everything. L, you know what I'm saying, relating to just the cosmos, you know what I'm saying? And Ali, you know, to bring truth, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's me, B. Rael Ali. You feel me?
But that shit just blew my mind. So how do you get into creative mode to try to bring, like, how did you think of that? Like, what did the
man, I was just really on a meditative zone, you know what I'm saying? I meditate just a lot, you know, and basically that was giving me a lot of clarity, man. But I went on just a journey, man, where, you know, I was finding myself, you know, and it was a certain instance where, you know, I was just, you know, meditating down in the woods, and I found my purpose. I understood that I was supposed to use my creativity basically to bring truth and to bring knowledge, wisdom, peace, and love. You feel me?
Boy, and you finna make me lose my head at this motherfucker. Like, you really don't get too many people that you could come across that preach some type of shit like that, bro. Like for real. So is meditation, is that a key part to where your creativity comes from?
Yeah, man, because, you know, when you meditate, man, it's sort of like the type of thing where you bringing in, you know, energy from all around you, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, when you're doing that, you get an understanding of where you at, you know what I'm saying, how you feeling. And basically, you know, creativity is kind of just like, is taking old things and putting a new flip on it. You know what I'm saying? How can you take a piece of history, put it with something contemporary, you know what I'm saying, and make it into something new. You know, so when it comes, to my art, I guess you just say, whether it's, poetry or music, or whether it's dancing, or whether it's, painting, you know what I'm saying, the only thing that's the same is the rhythm, you know what I'm saying, connecting one thing to another, how does it all make sense, how's the story being told, you know what I'm saying, and it's just, if it sounds good next to each other, it works. If it look good next to each other, it works. And I mean, I guess it's kind of knowing, you know what I'm saying, just the tools of the trade.
Real shit. So now, being sort of like a jack of all trades, is there any certain skill that you feel sticks out more than the others, or is that something that you have pride yourself in more than?
Yeah, I mean, man, I pride myself in all the things that I do, man. But I say I've been just making visual art for the longest. I've been an artist, visually, since I was a shorty. Basically, I remember one of my first memories is me finger painting on walls, so that's what I've been doing the longest. But different parts of my life just brought me into, having those skills. Like when I was in high school, that's when I started, doing Chicago footwork. And pretty much from like my sophomore year to my senior year of high school, I was doing it just like real heavy, and I was in places like the war zone, battlegrounds, you know what I'm saying, with the speakers. It's real, man. You can feel that shit all up in here, man. And then you come to battle, and it was really like real life. You got served, man. You know what I'm saying, from the battles. You know what I'm saying, from the way dance groups operate to shows to everything, bro. Literally everything. And then I thought it was when I got to college when I started to pick up poetry, but I had to think back. It was my grandma. She had me in church, saying poems for Easter and stuff like that, and later that developed, into me doing poems, and that really, just broke me open into doing that. I was at SIUC, Southern Illinois University at Carbondale, man, and where I met Beans, shout out to him for inviting me to the show.
Fuck Beans,
hey, you know what I'm saying? But where I met the homie, man, and when I was out there, I just started. I got a mad applause for something I wrote. That was real simple. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just keep developing it. And as I, started to get more familiar with the way words work next to each other, it became more fun because, I challenged myself on like, if I can't make a song, that I feel like can compete with, Lupe or, some other people, who, I see as, somebody that's on top of the game, I'm not going to do it. And I wrote, some stuff that I was like, yo, this is legit, They got the word play in it, got rhythm in it, so it's just something I keep focusing on, man. And, you say the word like, jack of trades, but I'm kind of like using like all of these different tools to create one trade as a like performer, So like my main like what I love, if I could like just have it all in control is to have like an exhibition where I'm showing my art on the walls, and that's in the background and that's in the surrounding area while I'm doing a performance that consists of me doing my music, from me doing a song, and the next thing I do is a dance routine, Chicago footwork style. Then I do like a live painting on stage that take like 3 minutes, or even something more lengthy where I do song, dance, painting. It becomes a whole like experience where there's a story being told all throughout, each medium,
Bro, yeah. That's like one of the most original ideas I ever heard, bro. Real talk.
Appreciate it.
So, is it something that what would be the steps that you would take to try to develop that brand?
Man, I mean, it ain't easy painting something on stage, in 3 minutes, man, especially, when, you're just doing it from scratch. Even though I know what I'm going to paint, it's the pressure of, I'm keeping time by listening to the music, So, it's, working at a steady pace and being, free enough to where, I'm not, too rigid to where I'm trying to make it perfect.
Right.
It gets like a flow into it, a comfortability with just working really with both my hands because I can't do it with one hand.
That's true, yeah.
So I gotta be ambidextrous with that shit, So that's a major thing, just the speed in painting, as far as, me doing performance and stuff like that, I've been doing performance for a long time, man. I started as a spoken word artist, from that, I'm already the way that I form words together, and able to carry rhythms. I'm just really confident in that, and I've been dancing for so long, so to do a song and then to do a dance routine is it's something that was kind of easy for me. And then just to put the painting on at the end of it, that's just something where I got to develop the skill, because the first time I did it on stage, I had already practiced it like 20 times, in my studio. So, it's not just like I just pop up and do it, I practice it, so I feel like it's at a point which is presentable and enjoyable for the audience.
Real shit. Okay, so now let's talk about your paintings in particular, because you seem to depict a lot of black themes as far as creation, love and God. Is this like a need for you to put that out there? Is it like for the culture, or is it something internal? Or do you feel like people can benefit from seeing the things that you paint?
Yeah, man, I definitely do it, for my audience to teach, I'm a scholar a little bit, so I like in my artwork to carry a message. Me personally, I feel like, when it comes to art, real art has a message, and it's not, just something bland, you don't like your food bland, you like it all seasoned up with all the touches, so as I'm making this food for thought, I'm just trying to make sure that it's all detailed, and it's telling a story, consistently. And my stories, they tell about, African history, they tell about, just the struggles that we've been dealing with since, we came over here in this country to, the present day. What are the similarities? What have we overcame? What are we still fighting? And most important, just remember where we come from, saying Kofa, looking back, in order to benefit for the future, basically, knowing, just the secrets of our ancestors, how did they practice their spirituality, what did they believe in, or, things such as, what did they eat, because genetically we the same people, so what do they eat, to keep themselves sustainable and healthy, and just understanding their culture in general.
Alright, so can you tell us about any performances or any music or anything that you got in the works for us to check out?
Yeah, man, I'm definitely working on a mixtape at the moment, man. Spoken at 160, man. It's gonna be real lit. It's me doing basically spoken word over Chicago footwork tracks, and I got about like 6-7 tracks, finished right now. Just want to finish them more before I release it. I ain't got no real release date, but it's coming real soon because I do it all by myself, so I can do it. How I feel it.
Keep working, bro, for real.
I appreciate it.
Man, the sky's the limit for you, my dude. You got an energy about you that I never felt before, man.
I appreciate
somebody sitting in this chair, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Let's get into these bars, though.
Alright,
y'all. Swisher Pearl, B. Rael Ali. We in the basement, man. That's what we do. Check it out. If you sleep, you don't eat, and you know what that work about. I daydream when the moon is up, and go to work when the sun is out. Selling dope on my auntie block, selling weed out my mama's house. I stuff the grams in the sack and go clean the kitchen so I don't hear my mama mouth. Look. This how it sound when you coming up. Look. Only time I slow down is to make sure my blunt lit up. Jojo Bear and Michi was running up numbers just to fuck the summer up. I heard they wanna poke us, but they really know us when it's time to run up, then they won't. Look. This for them niggas that wanna try it. This for them niggas that wanna try it. Look, hold on. If you think it's swish is sweet, that shit is highly unlikely. Look, it ain't no hoe and not one of these niggas that you see bobbing. Twizzle holding some shit that go boom my you think he Muhammad Ali. I'm about to take off with the whole shebang and I don't see nobody to stop me. I'm about to take my brothers to the bank and go and make a direct deposit. Me and Skrill deal on a couple pills. I'm the real deal, you just a carbon copy. Ig Mac don't know what the fuck he started. Boy, I beg your pardon, I go tell him I do this shit.
Do this shit, true to this, ruthless, renegade on the page. I'ma let you know what this pen do, man. It's straight peeling off the center like a penicillin. Medical, yeah, that's how I'm living. Got these lines that really teach your mind. I tell you, I'll show you how to fly. Man, I'll show you how to fly. I got cloud, know what I'm about. Got the knowledge, wisdom, peace, and love. Wow, yeah, we're going hammer. Man, ain't no man, I got the stamina. Ain't no stopping me. I'm B-R-L-I-D. Got the thunder, make it rough, young man. gonna rumble. Stunning on these fools till I'm thunder. You know I got the shit too legit. Got the pen all working that shit. 365, that's when I do mine. Got my climb, steady die live. Yeah, I'm alive like a wire. I'm alive like a wire. I desire for all the finer things. Yeah, all the finer things. Like that art. That's where I'm gonna start. Then I'm rhyme. Then I'm gonna do a dance move. Then I'm gonna hit a damn groove. I'm gonna spin it, yeah, I'm damn cool. Man, I'm doing it too real. Got this shit, yeah, that's how I live. There's an artist with it too creative. Man, gotta create a nation. I ask for rhythms, I got a feeling up in my spine. I'm gonna climb, I dream big. I sleep all the time, cause I'm awake and sleep. Yeah, I'm astral traveling in this bitch. I'm just a spirit in it. I mean, my body, mind, and soul. My mind, body, mind, and soul never grow old, man. Cause I'm about a million at a time. Say, that's why I'm gonna end that rhyme. Hey, yeah, that shit was wild, bro.
For real, man.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all follow B Rael on all his social media platforms, man. Check out all the shit that he putting out there, man. It's real cool, dude. And as always, I'm Swisher Pearl, flying in the field, I'm in the basement. It's Coach. Big C.
Gonna cut this acapella real quick. Check this out. When I move is with a vengeance. When I speak it catches interest. Words forming into pictures. Paint them pretty, check my Pinterest. Cross me, better repent it. Not religious, I'm the realist. Ask the people as a witness. I was found guilty being authentic. Wrote a letter to your mistress. She fell in love with my diction. With every vow that was written. When she wrote me back, I knew she meant it. Spinning gold in every sentence. Whack rappers rocking dentures. If you need a grill vendor, you should really call my dentist. Refuse to see where you can listen. Sound like circumcised swimming. Flow like surfing with some ninjas. Cowabunga word splinter. Pistol through these squitters' eardrum. Just so they can feel the rhythm. They gon' get this lyricism. Even if the verse kills them. No, I'm not from this dimension. Old sober, no dementia. My past life I was a sprinter. While my sinners run like they some winners. The source is for lunch and dinner. Served like Chicago winners. Southside in my center. I'm into things you ain't into. I only do you boys fenter. I'm a shooting star like militia. Militant in my agendas. Black and power in the blender. Michelle for the presidential. Trump doesn't hack credentials. Money can't buy rentals. He belong on Comedy Central. Hillary consequential. No, it's not coincidental. Accidental. It's instrumental. Do you trust our governmental? I'ma start with this rap. No politicians temperamental. Just wanted a minute to put some on your mental. Bilingual, no cholo, speak hood and academic. A hoodlum about his business. Knowledge, wisdom, gangsterism. Peace, love, and pretty women. Pre-nuts for my pension. I hate to boast about my riches, but they pay me for attendance. So it's my house, you the tenants. Be surprised what I charge to rent it. My fee be your energy, and then I feed it back. You just gotta have a tendency to testify that you gon' rise from the earth and then flow to the sky. From the land to the Lord, the eye, no limits, limits, limits.